Hi, my name is Drew Zimmerman, and I'm a volunteer cooperator at the WSU research station in Mount Vernon. I'm working with the fruit horticulturist there, Gary Moulton, on a cider apple trial program. We've taken apples from France and England that are grown only to make a hard cider beverage. You don't eat these apples. They're bitter and astringent and woody, and you spit them out. But when you express the juice from them and ferment that juice, you make a wonderful full-body product that has an astringent finish, much the way red wine does. So what we're doing is we're growing these apples to see what kind of... yeah, thanks a lot. to see how well they grow in the Puget Sound region. The climate in southern England and northern France is very similar to Puget Sound, so theoretically their apples that they've grown there for centuries should do well here, and surprise, they do. They're also quite disease resistant. But then, if we can grow these trees and grow these apples, what the heck are we going to do with them? We can't eat them. So we make varietal ciders from them, and from these ciders we try and determine the characteristic that apple brings to the cider. Unlike wine grapes, cider apples don't make a very good varietal product. They're unbalanced. They're missing elements, each variety. So what you do is if you identify the characteristic of that apple, you can mix and blend those to make any kind of product that you may have. So what I've done as a result of this research is I've had the opportunity to partner with a couple of folks in a cidery and a winery in the Skagit Valley. And from the work we've done there at the station, I'm able to produce a couple of products. One, it's okay if I hold this up. One of them that's made from dessert apples, mainly Jonagold, which is a signature apple in the Skagit. And another one that is kind of getting low here, but it's made from the bittersweet apples from Europe and aged in a barrel. So I don't know. That's what I have to say. If you're interested in learning about hard cider, contact or take a look at the WSU Mount Vernon website there. There's quite a bit of information. Also, there are some bulletins available that we published. Hard cider was once our national beverage. From colonial times up through about the 1850s, there was more cider drunk per capita than all other liquids combined, including water. One of the problems with water was that we didn't have municipal water sources, and you could get deathly ill from drinking water. There was cholera, there was typhoid, there was amoeba, dysentery, other illnesses. But you know, the cider that people made from their homestead farms and orchards, because it had a small amount of alcohol in it, maybe 4, 5, 6%, bacteria couldn't live in it. So the cider was always healthy. Actually, they used it as the family beverage. They used it to trade as a commodity to give to the doctor for delivering the twins or the goat or the calf. They got 2 chickens and a pig and a bushel of corn for a half barrel of cider, and everybody drank it. Guests did, kids did, the family did. When they were done with the cider, or if the cider level got too low in the barrel, it would turn to vinegar, and then they'd use that to preserve their food. During the 1850s, the Germans started immigrating into the United States, and they started making beer. We also started at that time transitioning from an agricultural society to an urban society, and beer was a lot easier to deal with. During the temperance movement that actually started about then too, soft drinks became popular. Carbonated water came in, they did soda fountain beverages. It became unfashionable to drink alcohol, and cider slowly kind of went by the wayside. Its death knell was in the 20s when the prohibition came in, and the temperance ladies went out and axed down the cider orchards, and they never came back since. So one of the things I'd like to do is to try and restore a bit of that history and bring back a product that apparently not our parents or our grandparents, but probably our grandparents' grandparents grew up on.
My name is Joy Beisch, and I am with WSU Extension, Jefferson County, and my husband and I are the coordinators for the Gates grant, Connecting Schools and Communities. One of the reasons that we came tonight is that as the usual atmosphere atmosphere around WSU. Everything is a collaboration and a partnership, and we love participating. Our heart is in this because our students have a student-run business, and it's an aquaculture business. My husband and I also have a nursery and a bed and breakfast, and we grow organically many berries and fruits. So this has a very strong tug to our hearts, and the kids would love to be here, but unfortunately it's a school night. Part of our Gates initiative is the aquaculture business. We have corporate mentors, Coast Oyster, but primarily Taylor United Shellfish, and they have helped us, along with the Washington State Fish and Wildlife, who have leased us the land that we have, which is 4.5 acres on Quilcene Bay. The students have cleaned their beaches, they have seeded their beaches, and they are harvesting their beaches. They've done all of the necessary things that any farmer would do in analyzing their product, analyzing their land, and determining what is best for the characteristics of the substrate that the oysters and clams are being grown on. So the students are right now really excited about the fact that they have done their first 2 harvests, and they have just planted 1 million manila clams, and they have just planted 9,000 oysters, and they are planting another 91,000 oysters in the next 2 weeks. So we're anxious to see what the harvest brings next year.
My name's Leslie Zenz, and I used to work with the Washington State Department of Agriculture, and in that job, I collaborated a lot with WSU and a multitude of other partners on different sustainable agriculture projects, mostly around marketing. And Mike, he's one of them. Yeah. Anyway, so in my position there, I learned very quickly the importance of collaboration and bringing in multiple partners for any project. You know, whether you're in the agriculture field or you're working, you know, in business or anything like that. Bringing in multiple different partners with different ideas, experiences, backgrounds. It's always it adds strength to any project that you do.
Here's one who tried to get away. Can you tell us what you do?
Sure. You caught me. My name's Mike Hackett. I work for WSU Extension. We work with the beef producers. It's called Cascade Range Beef. We also work with the Puget Poultry Cooperative. That's grass-fed, pasture-raised poultry raised locally. We teach the people how to raise the poultry. We teach them how to market them, and we help them find markets as well. So, what else? We work with chefs to gain their confidence that they can buy local, and it's good, healthy food, sustainably raised, all of that great stuff. And I'm glad to see Washington State University moving that way. And I'm proud to say I'm one of the people that helped make that happen.
It has been a great event, and we hope to have this annually. It's been a smashing success. A lot of people put a tremendous amount of work into this event, and we're very appreciative, not only the WSU faculty and staff that have been so important, but most importantly the producers and the food service providers that have really given of their time to make this a very special event for WSU.
Hi, I'm Zachary Lyons. I'm the event coordinator for the WSU at Pike Place Market event in its first year. It was successful. I keep running into people. I met a young woman who just graduated recently from UC Davis in food sciences. Even the insects are happy. The graduate from UC Davis in food sciences, and she heard about this event. She came here to learn what Washington State University is doing. She's working as a food scientist at Darigold, and she was just really excited. I saw her out talking with one faculty member after another. I've had a whole bunch of people say, "Wow, I've been just learning so much here." So yeah, and you know, we had the chefs from the Chefs Collaborative here in Seattle put great food together using the ingredients from the farmers that we had paired with the faculty. So it's Washington ingredients that benefited from Washington State University research.
I'm Rich Hines with WSU Extension Development, and I am just so excited. The event has gone really well this evening. The level of conversations that people have been having has just been so exciting. In-depth discussions about everything from codling moth to grass-fed beef to salmon and water quality, and the interactions that community members have had and WSU faculty have had with participants has just been incredible. And I think we're very pleased with the results and hope that everyone had a wonderful time.